The neonatal unit has the highest death rate in any department across the whole hospital. The worst day, there was 4 deaths in one night. That was awful, but it was also kind of what comes in. So you might have many admissions in one day and you never really know what's going to hit you. Suhul Hospital is one of the, I think it's 16 general hospitals in Tigray, which is a region in northern Ethiopia. It is a large hospital. It serves about 1.2 million people. And so they come from a far area. So the biggest problems we have treating the babies are when they're extremely preterm, it can be very difficult to get the right fluids in them. IV access is difficult, but also oxygen supply is limited. So we do have oxygen concentrators, but because of the such high patient flow to our units, we don't always have enough. So we end up improvising and trying to divide the oxygen concentrator to provide more babies with oxygen. So cross-infection between the babies is another big problem that we face. Multiple babies per bed just because of really high patient flow and not having enough beds or adequate bed spaces available, and even trying to keep the babies warm and dry. Often the babies are left wet, and that's because there's not enough sheets and bedding to change them. Also, again, increasing the risk of infection. Another of the big issues that we face is just not having enough staffing, having really low staffing levels for the amount of babies. So if, for example, needing to resuscitate multiple babies at a time, there often isn't the staff to do that. So you have to choose which baby that you're going to attend to. The neonatal project was first started by VSO volunteers. This worked so well that it became a flagship project of VSO Ethiopia. And so other neonatal units have since been set up. Our hope with the neonatal project is that it's saving babies' lives that easily can be saved with a little bit of training, with a few improved resources. And so improving the lives of the whole family. The mothers don't have to have so many babies because their babies are living. And these little ones that perhaps without the nurses being there to attend to them, to give them oxygen, to give them 2-hourly feeds through nasogastric tubes, they can survive.
እኔ ሆስፒታል ስመጣ ብራሴ ለመሆን ነበር። ከዛ መጨረሻ ላይ 10 ቀን ሲቀረው ኦፕራሲዮን አድርገው በጣም ተባብረውኝ ከዛ የትንፋሽ ማጠር እንትን ነበረው። አሁን ተባብረውኝ በጣም ጤነኛማ ልጅ ይዤ እሄዳለሁ። በጣም ደስ ብሎኝ።
In London alone, nearly every hospital has a neonatal unit, whereas it's not the case in Ethiopia. And not having a neonatal unit means that specific care isn't provided for these babies. With your support this Christmas, VSO can help save the lives of babies.